We do have a baseball game coming up in just about 30 minutes, but our pregame show is going to begin with this and the news that we found out last night and made public today, the passing of A's legend Vida Blue. Here's the team statement. There are few players with a more decorated career than Vida Blue. He was a three-time champion, an MVP, a six-time All-Star, a Cy Young Award winner, an Oakland A's Hall of Famer. Vida will always be a franchise legend and friend. We send our deepest condolences to his family and friends during this arduous time. Brody Brazil and Shooty Babbitt here in studio, and we've known for a while that Vida was not doing well. And we saw him just 2 weekends ago celebrating the 50th anniversary and reunion of the '73 World Series team. And as much as we knew he was fighting this thing very much, it's no surprise today, but that does not make it any easier.
Man, I mean, where do I go with this?
Where do you even start? I know.
My dad used to always say if I had 10,000 tongues, I couldn't express myself enough. So when you start talking about Vida, his numbers and what he did as an athletic on the field, just look at it. Look at the film. Look at the numbers that speak for themselves.
Yeah.
But to get an opportunity to meet the man, be around the man, understand the man, the gentleman. I'm not going to bore people with my relationship with him because everyone who met him and had an opportunity to be around him would like to have some time as well. But I will say as a 12-year-old, when I was a little leaguer and Vida busted on the scene with the Oakland A's, and as every kid that put on a uniform that was a little leaguer that needed someone to look up to, that thought that I can be that guy one day, you were one of those kids. Everybody that's in this building that loved baseball, every girl, every boy that saw someone that they thought, man, oh, man. And then during those days, we all felt that we had an opportunity. But being around Vida, the gentleman, the presidential disposition, if you will, and the kind person that he was, and everybody's just going to get a chance to talk about him. And he's the type of person you don't meet many people in your life that you say, if you had a problem with that person, you have a problem with yourself. And I'm just so thankful today because I'm a better person. I have a better understanding of how to treat people, how to be kind, how to be patient. You can talk to Vida, he'll call you, and he'd sit there and you talk to you and talk to you. And then when the conversation is over, he said, okay, man, gotta go. Because he didn't want to rush you, but he wanted you to know that he was listening to you.
Yeah.
And all you guys that play golf with Vida in this tournament or ever teed it up with him, remember, like Vida said, square blade, straight back, good contact, straight through.
It's difficult today because we're here to idolize a baseball player, everything he meant to the A's, and you know what? It's crazy. A's are playing the Royals today. He also was part of Kansas City. He was also a San Francisco Giant. He was from Louisiana, but a Bay Area person after he came out here in the early 70s and won 3 World Series titles wearing the green and gold. But equally important, we discuss him as a human being. He worked here at this network for a handful of years, analyzing Giants games, and first time I ever met him, I think it was you or Bip or some other people that are mutual friends, and I said, what's he doing right now? Because this whole thing of him being so nice today, is he always like this? And everybody said, that's Vida. And I hope that comes across today, why we're upset. It's not just because of what he meant to the Oakland A's, it's what he meant to this community. So we got a whole nother segment here to go on Vida stories and recollections, and we'll step aside right now and take our first commercial break, but just want to pass along what you may have heard already. Vida Blue passing away yesterday at 73 years old. Nobody will ever forget his blue blazer fastball or the way he was as a human being.